And welcome back to the Houston Texans franchise rebuild. Here today we have week 7 action versus the Denver Broncos. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. Please leave a like, comment down below what you thought, and don't forget to subscribe. As the Denver Broncos are coming off of a massive victory over the Tennessee Titans, week 5, right before their bye week, we are now sitting here at 4-1, and we're looking very good out there, you know, both offensively and defensively. But now we're going to play against this Broncos team that's also 5-1, one of the top teams in the AFC, and we have a lot to get through. You know, the first thing that we have to point out is, of course, the injury report. There's been a lot of injuries early on in this campaign, and we have to deal with them. You know, Derek Stingley, he's one of the newer injuries from a couple weeks ago. You know, he's going to be out for the next 2 games, and that means Greedy Williams and Marcus Cook, the rookie corner, is going to have to step up here. You know, Green, Hicks, and of course Rashawn Evans is out for the year, but these are injuries right now that we're still dealing with. You know, the run defense has struggled, and same with the ground game with our offensive line. So hopefully in this week we can kind of get that getting going a little bit. I know the linemen that we are putting out there are more pass blockers, but you know, we got to get them to step up here. But we have a couple player breakout opportunities here, you know. We have a defensive back opportunity here. Let's click on this and let's see what it's all about. And it's for Jalen Peachy here, a 3rd-year free safety for us. It was very good, you know. He's trying to go up to superstar development. We got to hold Denver to less than 150 passing yards, or Jalen needs to get one of these 2 things: an interception, a forced fumble, a tackles for loss, or sack, or combined of any of those things. So, hey, if Jalen can go up to superstar, that does change my mindset with him as really a future player on this roster. But we also have a quarterback player breakout opportunity here. And I know Mason Pryor trying to come up here and take the next level here. Last year, he actually had an opportunity to go up to superstar dev. So to get Mason to superstar development, we have to throw 1 or less or fewer interceptions, have 350 yards scrimmage yards, or 4 total touchdowns with Mason Pryor to increase his development trait to superstar. Okay, so we either sling the football like a gunslinger, or we just don't have any interceptions and we have 350 yards from scrimmage. Both are very much doable. But let's go check out this Denver team and then get into today's action. As we're checking out this Denver team, we've played them throughout the first 3 years of this franchise. You know, they're led by Justin Simmons. They have Patrick Surtain, who has been developing here. Cortland Sutton here. Javonte Williams. Russell Wilson is their still starting quarterback. And we all know we have to keep an eye on number 3 here. He extends the plays both to throw and as well as to run. And still with 85 speed and 90 acceleration, he can still do damage here. We know that they like to run the ball with Williams, but they have an excellent receiving core with a ton of speed. Taylor Cantwell here, who was drafted in the 1st round. Taylor can run. He has 97 speed. He's a complete deep threat for an offense. And I expect Denver to try to push the football deep down the field with those 2 playmakers. They also added Joey McCoy here, who's also one of the better tight ends. You know, this offense is very good, very dynamic. They've developed well. Titus Howard, an ex-Texan. But, you know, their defense, you know, they brought in Montez Sweat. This is a good defense. This is a very good team. And I'm expecting a very tough matchup here. I don't know. This is important. This is a very important staple victory if we can go out there and do it. And I think we should. They also brought in Jeremy Curl this past offseason. So let's get into today's action, everyone. And welcome back to Houston. Here in week 7 is the Texans versus the Broncos. Both teams are coming into this game with 1 loss on this season. You know, the Broncos right now are 5-1 as the Houston Texans are 4-1. One of these 2 teams is going to be coming out with their 2nd loss of this campaign. Hey, right now the Houston Texans are dealing with a lot of injuries. And it's going to continue to put pressure on different positional groups. We're expected to see more Greedy Williams this week after being benched a couple weeks ago, so he's expected to take a important role in this defense. But Mason Pryor's trying to take the next step here for his offense, becoming an elite quarterback. Can he do that versus this very talented Broncos defense that added Montez Sweat and Jeremy Curl? Let's get into today's action. And leading out his Houston offense is number 15, Mason Pryor. The second-year quarterback has thrown 12 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, 1,400 passing yards, and throwing some rushing yards. He's looked excellent throughout these first 5 games of the campaign, and he's looking to get another victory this week. Pryor will start at his own 22-yard line, spreading out this defense here with 3 receivers set. Looks to throw here, feeling the rush as Denver sends the blitz. He gets this ball to Nico Collins, who catches it in stride. He's deep down the field. Patrick Surtain trying to catch him, and no one will be able to. Nico Collins, first play of the ball game, goes all the way. Touchdown, Houston. What a job here. Collins makes a quick slant, and he takes it all the way to the house. Wow, I did not expect Nico Collins to have this type of breaking speed here, leaving him on man-to-man coverage here as Denver sent a blitz and Collins made them pay. And leading out for his Denver offense is number 3, Russell Wilson. 16 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, 1,700 yards passing this campaign with probably some rushing yards too. Wilson's one of the elite quarterbacks in this league, and we got to keep him inside the pocket. Well, that's one way to start a ball game with a 78-yard touchdown. Now, how will Russell Wilson respond here? He'll start in the aerial attack here, slings it over the middle to his backup tight end here. He will gain 11. Well, Denver in this past offseason went out there, drafted a couple offensive weapons here, McCoy and Taylor, and those 2 guys are expected to have a premium roles here on this offense, as this gets this ball here to Harmon here for 6. But, you know, they've developed this offensive line. Wilson is one of the best quarterbacks. This should be a tough matchup. Don't forget, we do not have Derek Stingley out there. And this is Taylor, and he is one of the speedsters at wide receiver. As Denver's already past midfield, now entering into Houston territory, play action fake here for Wilson. He settles underneath to McCoy, the rookie tight end with some good speed here, and he will get 8 yards here as Chase Linovich is still down on the field. This ball game almost feels like a playoff game here. These 2 teams have played over the last 3 years, and this is the rubber match here, as Wilson will keep the football here, and he will fight for the first down as Roman Nova is shaken up. Testing our linebacker depth here. Wilson will go under center. Williams is the back. He gets the call here for the first time in today's action, and he will gain 5. Wilson standing at the 30-yard line here. He has the 3 receivers set. He looks to throw here, slings it over the middle. Here's his favorite target, Cortland Sutton, who reels it in here for a fresh set of downs. Wilson starts for 54. This is one thing that teams have been able to do against our defenses, pass the football very efficiently. Wilson again quickly throws this ball to McCoy. The rookie tight end here will gain 9 more. As it's 3rd down and 2 here, bunch formation. Houston sends the blitz here. Nova doesn't get home, but Wilson couldn't find a receiver. It's 4th down. What does Denver do now? Well, Denver answered with a field goal here, but Houston will take over at their own 18-yard line here. After one play went for 78 yards, what will they do on this first play here? They will go to Pierce for his first touch of today's action. He'll gain 5. As well as John Minchie is out there. He's starting in the slot this week as it's 3rd down and 5. Pryor takes the snap, looks to throw here, trying to get this ball to Paul Wilkerson, his own speedster, and he reels it in here over Patrick Surtain. As Pryor faces a 3rd down and 6 here against this Bronco defense. He takes the snap, looks to throw, slings it over the middle. Here goes Nico Collins, who reels this pass in for another fresh set of downs. I think he's already over 100 yards after that catch. To under center here, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers out there. Here goes Pierce again. He rumbles and tumbles, and he gains 6 more. Maybe an underrating signing this Denver defense did bring in was James Bradbury. And here goes Pryor back to this aerial attack going to the sideline here, and that's Wilkerson who reels it in here. Penalty flag is thrown though, and it was to be a personal foul here on Denver, so no matter what, it's a first down here for this Houston team. As Houston has emphasized getting in touchdowns here, they're entering into the red zone now. Here goes Dameon Pierce for 5 more. As it's 3rd down and 5 here. Houston can pick up a first down. Pryor takes the snap, looks to throw. He's looking end zone though. He finds Collins, his 2nd touchdown of today's action. What a job here by the young talented star. He is a superstar in this offense, and he has developed excellently in this franchise. Well, Houston already has a 11-point lead here at the beginning of this ball game. Wilson has some work to do. He got a field goal at his first strike, but he's going to be intercepted here. Roman Nova, the 2nd-year off-ball linebacker who's filling in. He gets the INT, and now Houston offense has a prime field position to go up by 3 scores. Wow. Pryor and his offense already starting inside the 25 of Denver. Pryor takes the snap, looks to throw. He's looking end zone here, and he's going to be intercepted. Justin Simmons turned for an INT. The free safety, who's one of the best in the league, just reads that play perfectly. He wanted Higbee. He wanted it all here, and Justin Simmons makes him pay. Well, here comes Wilson again. Hopefully he can shake off that turnover here. Again, he's down by 11 here. Can he get a drive going? Here goes Javonte Williams, but he's going to lose a couple, and Jalen was there for a tackle for loss. He only needs one more good play here. Right now, Stephen Dalton's out there for 3rd down and 8 here. Got to get some pass rush here. Here goes Wilson. He gets this ball. McCoy can't reel it in. It's 4th down. Rico Collins is already starting off with a big day here. Now can Pryor settle in after throwing a turnover? Here goes Damian Pierce. Pierce the power back. He will gain a close to 10 yards out of that run. Bringing in the full back here on 2nd down and inches here. Christian Thomas is back healthy. And the ball off to Pierce, back-to-back carries, and he gets the fresh set of downs. This Houston offense can beat you in multiple different ways. Empty look now here for Pryor. He looks to throw here as Denver sends a blitz, trying to get this ball to Tony Pollard. Pollard reels it in there. He breaks a tackle, trying to spin away from Surtain, but he gets tackled here at the 17. What a job there by the veteran back. And now back inside the 20 here, trying to go up by multiple scores again. Here goes Pierce. Pierce rumbling and tumbling, and he will gain 8 more. Bunch formation here to the right now. Pryor takes the snap, looks to throw. Last play here, the first quarter. Getting this ball to Collins, who reels it in. First quarter, he needs 3. He has 4 catches for over 100 yards and 3 touchdowns. Nico Collins has just taken over this ball game. Just get the ball to number 12. He'll do the rest. Touchdown, Houston. Well, 1 quarter in the books here. Houston's up 21-3 here. Wilson has some work to do. He needs some urgency on this drive. Slings it outside here. Cortland Sutton, who breaks the tackle here. He would be shoved out of bounds for 6. But hey, you know what? Right here, right now, our defense needs to completely lock it in. Keep this momentum going here. Williams the lone back. Wilson drops back, looks to throw, wants to get it out quick. He couldn't. He's rolling out to his right. He's going to look to run here. He gets the fresh set of downs here, tackled by Dalton. It's 3rd down and 10 here. 3 receivers to the left. Wilson needs the first down now. Looks to throw, slinging it deep down the field. Wants Sutton, and Sutton reels it in here. The big body wide receiver reels it down. And now Denver's inside the 30-yard line. What a job there by the veteran receiver. 3rd down and 8 here for Wilson and his offense, needing this conversion here. You don't want to settle for 3 here. And he looks down the field. He's going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams. Williams filling in. And he has back-to-back weeks with INTs. What a job here by the corner. Wow. As this Houston crowd is just chanting, "Let's go Houston" here. Pryor starting at his own 26-yard line. Play action fake, looks to throw here. Looking deep down the field here. Paul Wilkerson. Wilkerson with his great speed, and he will go all the way. Houston is just showing off here. Wow, this just reminds me of week 1 when we just rolled all over Jacksonville, and we're doing that here in week 7 versus the Broncos. This offense is hitting on all cylinders. I don't know if you can stop us. Well, Russell Wilson has even more work to do, as this defense is hitting on all cylinders. All momentum's on Houston right now. Now they're trying to settle in here with Williams, but how much more running can you really do if you're Denver right now? You're down by 25, down by 4 scores. You gotta get Wilson going here. He looks to throw now, scrambling, trying to extend the play, looking deep down the field here. And this is Hardman, and he's intercepted again. 3rd INT of the first half. Aiden Phillips, the veteran safety, reels it in. Wow. You gotta be kidding me. What a job here for this Denver defense. For this Houston defense, Jesus Christ. As Houston here will start at their own 24-yard line. Back to this empty look. They've hit a lot of big plays here. Pryor down the field again. Collins reels it in. Whoa. Eight attempts here, over 280 some odd yards and 4 touchdowns. Mason Pryor is showing why he's an elite quarterback. Oh my goodness, as Houston here trying to again go up by multiple scores. Here goes Pierce. He wants his turn for a touchdown. He gains a 12 on this touch. 2nd down and 5 here. Pryor in the shotgun here, takes the snap, looks to throw now. Trying to get this ball to Wilkerson. Wilkerson breaking for a touchdown, Houston. Oh my, I think you gotta just stop this ball game. Houston is already up big here, and we're not even halfway through here the second quarter. We're up 35-3. Well, Denver, you got a lot of work to do. What can you do? You gotta show something here. You gotta show a bit of life. Wilson scrambling, looking to throw here. Finds a little running room. Slides safely here for 7. Broncos face a 3rd down and 3 here. Bunch formation to the left here. Wilson looks to throw. Scrambles a little bit, and that ball is out of bounds. It's 4th down. They got a punt. As this Houston offense has just gone vertical in this entire ball game, and that has led to a 35-3 right now, as we're just hitting past the 5-minute mark here of the second quarter. The second quarter, again, we're up huge here. Now Houston probably can just sit back here, run the football, try to get some good rushing yards here for Dameon Pierce and their offense. And, you know, honestly, I don't know if Denver can get back into this action here. 3rd down and 1 here. And here goes Pierce extending this drive here, and he almost breaking free. He's rumbling and tumbling. He gets the 1st down and more. Pryor standing at midfield here. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Gets this ball to Palmer here. Richard Palmer, the rookie tight end, reels it in. Mason Pryor has just been pushing this football down the field. 2nd down and 10. Here goes Dameon Pierce. Pierce the back. He gets the 1st down and more. 2nd down and goal here at the 2. Pryor dropping back, looks to throw. Looking end zone. No, he's going to get sacked. Reader, DJ Reader, a new addition here for Denver. Finally getting something going here. Trying to slow down this Houston offense. 3rd down and goal here at the 7. Pryor in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to throw. Looking, trying to get this ball to Wilkerson. Back of the end zone, touchdown, Houston, number 6 of today's action. And Mason Pryor again putting a stamp on this ball game here. He might try to go for 7 touchdown passes. Well, running the football hasn't worked. Passing the football hasn't worked. What do you do if you're Denver? Here's a 2-minute drill. Wilson settles underneath here to Williams, and it's off the mark. You need to get something going here, as it's 2nd down and 10, a minute 51 to left to go here in the first half, and they just call a draw here. And I think they just want to get into the second half here. 3rd down and 10. Wilson goes up here. What a catch here by Cortland Sutton, as Houston will call a timeout. A minute 29 to go here. Denver has to punt again. Well, with a minute 20 left to go here, Houston's up 42-3. What do you call? Pryor in an empty look, takes the snap, looks to throw here. He gets hit. The ball is caught though by Mitchie. What a catch. 3rd down and 2 here, 42 seconds to go. Houston has 2 timeouts to work with. Looks to throw his Pryor, slings it over the middle. Here goes Nico Collins, who reels it in, and Houston wants to add to their lead, as Collins though is down on the field. 3rd down and 10 here. Pryor's not in field goal range as he takes the snap, looks to throw here. Denver gets home, sacked here. Randy Gregory with a big time sack. Well, with 2 seconds left to go here in the first half, it looks like Houston's going for it. Pryor, play action fake, looks to throw here. Looking to take a deep shot. He wants the home run yet again, and he's intercepted. He wanted Paul Wilkerson here, as we're going to head into halftime here. Houston's up big, 42-3. Mason Pryor, what a job here by the 2nd-year quarterback. Over 300 passing yards. He has a couple turnovers. But hey, as we're going to enter here into the second half, we're going to throw in some backups here. I'll show off a little bit of the gameplay with the backups in, but overall, expect to see offensively us to run the football, and defensively, hopefully we can hold Denver here in the beginning of the second half. Here in week 7, the Houston Texans are beating the Denver Broncos 42-6. Wow. We haven't seen a performance like this since really week 1, where our entire team was just dominant. First half alone, Mason Pryor threw 6 touchdowns, threw a few interceptions, but you know, it was just me kind of being a little too greedy here and there. And then, you know, in the second half, I just kind of decided to run the football with these backs. Got to see a little bit of Matt Ryan, some backups. You know, overall, I'm kind of in shocked. I did not expect this ball game at all. Pryor went out there, 16 of 28, 57 completion percentage, 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He looked good. He looked fantastic. He looked like an elite quarterback. He looked like a superstar. And that's exactly what he's going to get after today's ball game. Ran the ball a lot with Tony Pollard in the second half, majority. Gets 77 rushing yards with 100 yards for Dameon Pierce. You know, he got the first half. Tony Pollard got the second half. Josh Cole continues to impress me. Carl Finley played a little okay. But Nico Collins, 6 catches, 185 yards, 3 touchdowns. Paul Wilkerson, 4 catches, 109 yards, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, you gotta figure out a way to stop this team, and you know, Denver just ran a ton of man-to-man coverage with James Bradbury. Bradbury does not have that anymore in his ball game. Brandon Cooks added 3 catches. You know, Pollard looked good. Few sacks allowed, but overall, just an impressive ball game here. No sacks, but we got 3 interceptions: Williams, Phillips, and Nova. But the player that on defense, if he got it, I gotta just find his name. Jalen here. You know, he did have a tackle for loss. He had no interceptions. Did he have a deflection? No. So I doubt that he got his superstar dev. But hey, we got the victory here. We're 5-1. After that victory, we have a couple backup running backs as well as Andre Diller. We'll start here with Josh Cole. Cole will go with elusive back here. Cole's a second-year undrafted back who's 24 years old, very good. He has good speed, acceleration. I really actually liked him during the draft process. He's been on this team for the last 2 years. He's looked fairly good. Carl Finley, same thing. You know, we drafted him in the 4th round. He's been playing here and there, mostly as a kick returner. We'll go with elusive back for him. Kind of the same style of runner, but 76 overall. He does show ability here and there. And then for Andre Diller, we'll just go with power. Stays at a 75 overall, gets some good run upgrades there. You know, here his ratings, you know, he's a free agent after this season. But we have a couple player breakout opportunities. We do have a new injury. Let's first check the injury report before we check out the player breakout chance. And it is to Chase Linovich, who did go down. And now this is gonna check the, this is gonna really test our defensive line depth here. You know, Linovich is a cornerstone. He's a defensive captain, one of the better edge rushers that has really blossomed over these last few years. And you know, losing a 5-sack guy so far, it's tough. You know, I know he has had a quiet days, but you know, when he has his days, he's really, really good. So Linovich is a big loss. We will get Akeem Hicks back, so that will help out. But now let's go check out these development chances here. We'll start here. I believe this is for Jalen. Jalen had a pretty quiet game out there. You think I should have called a different game? Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, it's hard to get a safety up to superstar dev. And for the quarterback, Mason Pryor here, definitely should be going up to superstar. Coach, any thoughts on the play out there for Mason Pryor today? I mean, I think he played fantastic. Not too much. He made it known that he hopes he would get better winning his arm every single week. Pryor did not meet the goal for the development trait. Is that just because we threw 2 interceptions? Is that literally the only reason that we did not get that goal? Wow. I guess I was too greedy. You know, you you throw 6 touchdowns in the first half, but 2 interceptions really hurt. You know, we held Russell under 75 yards rushing, so the whole defense gets, you know, 200 or 2,500 XP, and Nick Bosa will be an X factor into the next game. Again, that doesn't really matter in this series, but I'm so surprised right there. You know, we got 6 touchdowns. What do you guys think? Should I change that? You know, Pryor did have arguably the best quarterback performance in this franchise so far. Does that hurt his morale? I don't even know. And no, it doesn't. But I'm just so surprised. Oh yeah, his boosts go down after this week. I mean, Pryor looked fantastic. I mean, when you throw 6 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in a half with 400 passing yards, I get it. The 2 interceptions, I get it's the fucking game. But my goodness, Pryor's first multiple interception day. He's had multiple turnovers due to fumbles, but he's looked good. He looked fantastic. I don't know. I would have gave it to him, but game doesn't allow it. Not gonna think too much of it though. As we do sim to the next week here, we're sitting here at 5-1, and now we're gonna be playing against another tough opponent here, the Buffalo Bills, who are 5-2. Another very good team here with Josh Allen, a very good young prospect, one of the best quarterbacks in this league here. As we do have the second mock draft, we have tandem breakout chance, national focus, scouting stuff. Again, right now we're successful. This is something that I probably won't focus too heavily on, is the up and coming draft, just because of how successful we've been. You know, we're sitting here 5-2. We have one of the best offenses in the league, and I don't think right now we should really be focusing too heavily on the draft. But it is the trade deadline. I mean, due to injuries, should we be considering making any sort of trades? Let me know down below. Should we make any sort of trades before the end of next episode? What do you guys think? Should I change Mason Pryor to superstar dev? He did throw 6 touchdowns. I get it. He threw 2 interceptions, but let me know down below. I'm not going to change it now. I will let, if I see a couple comments saying to change it to superstar because of the 6 touchdowns in one half, I will, but not going to change it now. Nevertheless, guys, I really do hope you enjoyed today's action. I know we just destroyed the Broncos. I did not expect that ball game to happen like that. But now we're playing against the Buffalo Bills, arguably a good team in this conference, one of the best teams, and they're a team that we have to get through to get to the Super Bowl. As well, this is the first matchup. So how will we play against them? So guys, please leave a like, comment down below what you thought, and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.